Now the latest from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. Scottsbluff Body and Paint, you're driving home our reputation.
WNCC basketball previews start today here on the TV side. Plenty of Cougar talk to come, but let's start with high school sports postseason action. The 11-man and 6-man playoff brackets were released on Saturday morning, and when the dust settled, that sets us up for a 4-game Friday slate. The two Class B games that'll be right here in town. Gering kicks off at 4 o'clock at home against Gretna East. Scottsbluff at 6 o'clock at home against Gretna. We'll also have the Mitchell Tigers on the road at Malcolm. That's in Class C2 starting at 5 o'clock, and then it's the round of 16 in D1 with Bridgeport traveling to play St. Pat's. That's Friday for a quartet of high school football playoff games. Volleyball sub-district tournaments start tonight for classes C and D around the region. Morrill, Chase County, Layton, Hay Springs, and Perkins County, the host schools for all the area programs. Then tomorrow, the start of the B8 tournament with Gering hosting Alliance, and then Scottsbluff playing Sydney. That sub-championship match will be on Wednesday evening. The WNCC men's soccer team came through in the clutch on Saturday afternoon as they got a late second half goal from Eduardo Oliveira to beat Laramie County 1-0. That was the Region 9 semifinal match. Now the Cougars, they get set to host the Region 9 championship match on Saturday at the Landers Complex against Otero starting at 2. The two teams had a 1-1 draw back late last month. Now let's get to the basketball feature for today as we look at the WNCC women's team under first-year head coach Ryan Davis. Now, Davis coached in Region 9 previously at Sheridan before their program was shut down. We meet Ryan Davis as he talks through some of his prior coaching stops.
The pandemic kind of took a lot of that away, but then when I got home, I went to home is Kansas City for me. So got on staff with a Division I school, UMKC. Was there for a year. We had a great year, and our head coach, we had such a good year that she went to Oklahoma State and took the head coaching job. And it was just a family situation sort of thing where we didn't want to keep moving. It would have been like 3 moves in a year and a half, 2 years. So went to high school, did some high school things around Kansas City on the boys' side, and then got an unbelievable opportunity to come back here. And, you know, always had just really a high respect for Western Nebraska, who they've been in the past. When Coach Gibney was here, when Coach Lou had been here, just continued that history, and I really wanted to be a part of that as well.
Davis was a late hire for the program after former head coach Isaac Liu decided to leave for an assistant's job at his alma mater, San Francisco. Rough timing to try and put the roster together for the new head coach.
Yeah, it was a challenge. You know, I think when I took over officially, there were 4 kids on our roster, and that was about 6 weeks before the season started. But there were some kids that were kind of on the fence, and the first thing went to work on trying to create those relationships with the kids that still could come back. And I'm glad I did because they're awesome. And so we ended up getting 7 there, signed 2 late that were both international players. And so we got up to 9, and then got Carly, a local kid that came on over from volleyball, and so we're at 10 right now. It was a struggle, but I have to say I think it worked out for the best because the kids that came back are unbelievable leaders. And without them, I don't know if we'd have the culture that we have right now. I don't know if we've had the buy-in, and they were able to teach some of those young kids. If we had gotten all new kids, we wouldn't be where we're at right now.
Coach referencing Carly Pazanka from Gering. The season will start this weekend on the road in Riverton, Wyoming for games Friday and Saturday.
We play a school out of Kansas at first off, I believe, at Central Wyoming. So we'll travel to Riverton, and our second game of that weekend will be Central Wyoming. And then we really kind of hit the ground running. I mean, I want to say we played 13 games in 31 days.
Season opening this weekend on the road for the Cougar women. Same story for the men's team, and on Thursday we'll feature new head coach Roy Bell Baez here on the TV side. That is the latest today from the Scottsbluff Body and Paint Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.